Time for a Talk of the Town today here on AM 1390 KRFO. We're going to talk about an event coming up a little bit later on this month. It's the second Bark and Rec put on by the Park and Rec as Mary Jo Knutson joins us. And then we'll chat with one of the vendors, which appropriately so. It's going to be Kathy Linda Kugel from the Humane Society. And then we'll chat some more about the Munchkin Market, which is on the 25th as well. So we'll get going with Mary Jo. Bark and Rec, you had a great one last year. Good turnout. This is number 2, right?
It is number 2.
And that'll be on the 25th, 9 to 1 at the Four Seasons. Is anyone who wants to come, do they have to make any plans, or you just show up with your dog like that?
You can just show up with your dog. We have the garage door open. We have plenty of space around so that we don't have intermingling of dogs if you're concerned about that for yours. But the only thing that we would like is that the dogs would all be up to date on their shots.
Okay. So you show up with your dog, and what are you going to see? What can you do there at the Four Seasons?
We have lots of fun stuff planned this year. Instead of doing agility demonstrations, we're actually going to have it where your dog can try the agility runs, which is pretty cool, something that you don't get to do every day. We have Cash the Canine from the Owatonna Police Department coming with his handler, and he'll do a demonstration at 11 a.m. And then we have a local disc dog club that will do 2 different demonstrations at 10 and at noon.
Okay, you said agility run. I'm not doing. You chase them around cones, or I don't know.
It's the one where you go around the flags and then you go up and down the little pyramid and then the teeter-totter and things like that. So,
I was close. Maybe it's something different. You do have something new added this year. It's a walk or run. Talk about that.
We've kind of nicknamed it the Run for Fun, and it's a 5K run. It's the same path as the Smokin' and Steel path that'll start and end at the fairgrounds, and there is a fee to go with that, but that goes back to the Humane Society. You can bring your dog, you can bring your kids, you don't have to run, you can walk. We just want to have it be a good family event, get out, move, do a little bit of something, and then you can come right into Bark and Rec when you're done. Our pre-registration hasn't been that good, but we're going to do race day registration, so everybody's still welcome to come, and we're going to do t-shirts after the fact, so we're still working on the top secret design for the t-shirts.
And Park and Rec, that's someone to contact if you want to get signed up, right?
Yes, absolutely. You can call us at 444-4321, or you can go online, and it's part of our online registration program, and we really strongly encourage families, kids, grandmas, grandpas, aunts, uncles to come out and do this together.
I think you had treats and goodies last year. Is that going to be the case this year, too?
We do have treats and goodies. We have a couple little poop bag giveaways, which sounds really exciting, I know. But then we have...
You gotta have them, you gotta have them.
Exactly. We have the laser pointers. We have some treats. We've got lots of vendors, and they're going to have treats there as well, and some that you can buy and some that they're going to give away.
Okay, the poop bags are empty then. Good.
The poop bags are empty,
I was
yes.
thinking to go pull a fast one on us. No, I'm just kidding you. All right. There's demonstrations as well. We have Cash, you mentioned, and the Frisbee. What about some of the other vendors? Do you know offhand who else going to be there or not?
Yeah, we have some of the local vendors. We have veterinarians. We have groomers. One of the groomers is actually going to be clipping nails and donating back those free will donations to the Humane Society. I know we have a trainer that is going to kind of do their thing and show off a little bit that you can try. I know we have Farmers Feed and Supply as one of our great supporters. They helped us out even with the opening of the dog park this last summer, but I know they're going to be there with a couple tables. The Steele County Humane Society is going to be awesome. They always have lots of fun stuff at their tables. And I know the Waseca County Humane Society is going to be over there as well. So we have lots of people coming.
Yes, the 25th, 9 to 1, you can bring your dog. Or if you don't have a dog to bring, I bet you could probably do something to help, right, Kathy?
Absolutely. We are going to have dogs there. So if you're looking for a dog, come out and see us.
Okay. And what are some of the other things that we're going to see on your display for the Humane Society there?
I believe we always have those pet beds. We have some ladies who make us the pet beds. Those are kind of like our standard thing that we have. We may have some catnip socks. I'm not sure about that. And of course, we'll all be out there to answer questions and to visit with anybody. And we're going to have some of our adoptable dogs out there.
Okay. And again, we mention all the time, not just cash, but folks can donate other items, and we probably take them Saturday, 25th, won't you?
Oh, absolutely.
Like
absolutely.
What? Like, again, what would you like to have?
We would like some collars with buckles, leashes, And now is springtime and love is in the air, so it's kitten season. So that would also come along with KMR, which is kitten replacement, or KRM, kitten replacement milk, and canned cat food would be really awesome.
Okay, there's a couple new items we hadn't talked about
Yep.
before too. So that's the Steele County Humane Society, and they'll be on hand there too to get. What does it cost to adopt a dog? Can I ask? I mean, how about what the guesses for the cost?
Generally speaking, dogs 6 months or older are 200.
Mm-hmm.
Puppies are 230.
Okay, and I suppose I'm sure you get a question like this to say, well, if I adopt this dog, but for some reason or other, it just doesn't mesh out with this dog. Can I return the dog or can I trade the dog in? That sounds gross, but can you?
It does happen, and every once in a while that you take a dog home and it's just not the dog for your family, and it happens. So yes, you can bring the dog back to us. You don't get a refund on your fee, but you can pick out another dog
Okay.
within 6 months.
Is there any rule for someone, say you already have a dog at home and you'd like to adopt a second one, but how will you, is there any advice you could give someone? Because maybe they won't get along, or there's really nothing you can do, is there?
Lately we've been really encouraging people to talk to the foster home about getting the dogs together beforehand
Okay.
to see, how they get along. I know recently we did an adoption where they met at the dog park, and they ended up adopting the dog because the dogs just instantly clicked.
Okay, see, I'm glad I brought that up, because so you
Yeah.
actually could bring your dog and just meet the other dog. It's kind of
Yeah.
like you're playing matchmaker, I
Yeah,
guess.
absolutely. I mean, I actually would highly encourage that because, we don't want
Yeah.
a dog to go to the wrong home.
I didn't know you could do that, so
Yeah.
I bet there's a lot of other folks didn't know that. I learned something. It's not hard
Yeah.
when you're dumb like me, I guess.
Because, sometimes they just don't get along,
Yeah.
and it happens.
Anything else you'd like to talk about as far as the Steele County Humane Society? I suppose it's going to warm up, so I suppose I know make sure they have water. Any other tips you want to give?
Yep, and exercise. Now, I know, especially even with my dogs, they're like getting a little antsy from the winter. They want to be outside. Take advantage of our dog park and go out there and let your dogs run or walk. And actually, then I will bring up too, there's an app for your phone. It's called Walk for a Dog, and you can go on there and download it onto your phone, and when you walk your dog, you get into the app, and the app will actually donate money back to the Humane Society if you pick them as your beneficiary.
Okay. And if someone's gotten the dog just in the last half a month or so, they're going to say, dog park, dog park. Where's the dog park?
It is it is out at the is it Lake?
Chase Lake.
Chase Lake.
It's just opened
Park.
a few months ago? Hasn't been that long.
Last summer.
Yeah,
Has it been that long?
Yeah, we had our grand opening last, I think it was the end of June, early July.
Time flies. I was thinking it was in the fall. Okay, that's why I have to bring that up. So that's the 25th, but that's 9 to 1, and then we'll go back to Mary Jo, because at 1 o'clock we have another event going on the 25th at the Four Seasons.
We have the second annual Munchkin Market. We figured that when you're done with all your dogs, you can go over and do a little shopping at the garage sale. This provides an opportunity for our younger kids to come and have their own little garage sale. Teaches them a little bit about math and responsibility, so they come and they rent a table for $10 and they have their own little garage sale, which is pretty awesome. We have entertainment going on throughout the day there as well. We have Will Hale with the Tadpole Parade. He was a big hit with the younger crowd last year with the inflatable guitars and jumping up and down, and they had a great time with the music. We have Camp Pillsbury that's going to be doing some demonstrations, as well as the Jill Hogard School of Dance will be there to do some demonstrations. So there's a little bit of entertainment while you're shopping.
It's 1 to 4, and tables are $10. Could a kid get more than one table, or are you limited to one or not? Do you know?
We do one per kid, and then an adult does have to be with them. We haven't had a request for two, but I don't see why we couldn't work it out.
Okay, I was thinking of someone who's got an overload of stuff like that. There's going to be adult vendors there as well. So are those already lined up, or could some, like an adult, still contact and get a table for themselves? Or?
You would need to give the Park and Rec office a call and talk to Nikki Callahan. She's the one that's in charge of the Munchkin Market. And we do allow some adult vendors that would have things of interest for families, like Tastefully Simple, Scentsy, 31, those types of things. But we do only allow one vendor per item, so that you're not going to have 3 Tastefully Simple people there, for example, just so it's not, overload. our focus is mainly on the kids and their tables. So.
What were some of the things the kids sold last year at the Munchkin Market?
Oh, we had stuffed animals, we had video games, there were some small electronics, lots of toys, books. Books were a huge hit. It was awfully fun to watch the kids come out with a new stuffed animal. So the stuffed animals sometimes get shoved away, but then they find a new family, which is pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. And it's not often, I can't think of too many ways like a 7 or 8 year old can make money, because I mean, you got to be a certain age to have a job. So that's kind of cool. Even if it's only $5-6, like, whoa, look, I made some money. That's a good feeling. Park and Rec's the one to contact about that. It's all coming up on the 25th at the Four Seasons. You start off with the Park and Rec 9 to 1, and then the Munchkin Market 1 to 4. And anything else you want to say, either Mary or Kathy, about the 25th or whatever?
I have something to say, but it's not on the 25th, so
Okay.
You go ahead.
The 25th, we're actually still looking for local vendors. If there are any other local vendors that want to come, vets, people with pet services or products, we're still taking people. We do have some booth space left. So if you're interested, give me a call, and we'll get you set up.
Okay, and a final word from Kathy.
I just want to let everybody know that this weekend would be our normal pet adoption day out at Walmart, but we are not going to have it this weekend. Unfortunately, the 3 major foster homes are not available, and so we've decided to cancel it for this weekend and then just hopefully have a really good turnout on the 25th.
Okay, again, mark it down the 25th, and if you want to take part, just contact Owatonna Park and Rec at 444-4321, and that's our Talk of the Town for today on AM 1390.